interesting thing, and on yesterday as I was thinking about what was going to come today, I went back and I listened to a speech that you don't often hear of Dr. King. And Dr. King made a statement that long as the mind is enslaved, the body can never be free. So we're talking about happily natural day. I said, well, that is the point. How do you free people whose drums have been torn down? Where they have been told what has gotten in. They've been told all the opposite of what's best for them. And now their body has started to manifest that miseducation. If you were told about this, again, what was this stuff? Carolina gold rice. Now you see the color here. It's what color? Brown. Brown or gold, right? Now, this rice is actually healthy for you. But what rice do most black people eat? White rice. He said, there you go, brother. There you go, Uncle Ben. We eat Uncle Ben. But we eat Uncle Ben's rice because Uncle Ben is a black face on the bag. That's why we buy Aunt Jemima products, because Aunt Jemima was a black woman on the box. And then later the syrup jar and all the stuff. Because we wanted to see ourselves. And no other packaging allowed us to see ourselves. So I ain't mad at Uncle Ben in that regard. I ain't mad at Aunt Jemima because many of us grew up saying, yeah, I'm going to have these products. Like I told people the other day, we didn't have cabinets. You had shelves. So when you would come in people's house, you would see Uncle Ben on that shelf. You would see Aunt Jemima on that shelf. You would see them. But it was better than seeing them other jokers that we used to see. Quaker, the Quaker horseman, and all of. We was glad when that black man got an old spot. We started buying that and put them on the shelf. Because again, now it's said to us, look at that. Look at this. But guess what? If you look at Confederate money from Virginia, from Tennessee, from South Carolina, from North Carolina, from Georgia, right, it has us on it. Working in this, working in this, working at the docks, okay? Because legal tender only makes it legal because it's backed by something. So they were backing it where like money today, they said backed by silver and gold, which still we know is a whole nother thing going on with it. But now they say that it's backed by that. Before it was backed by black gold, which we are. Was backed by our labor, hence us being on it. You see? Now, what they did, psychology, reprinted, put the so-called founding fathers, the founding enslavers on it, and print on it, in God we trust. But if you spend your time looking at that, reading in God we trust, you never actually get to trust in God. You see? So again, you got to be very mindful of what's coming in. Very strategic. So now, when you talk about working and this, all right, and now getting to the point of working today on how these things connect, you will notice that in all of these particular cases, it was very key that when things were written about our ancestors and our background, they would write very little about those who fought back, those who escaped. But they wrote all the time if there was something, that somebody got caught, somebody got killed, somebody got whatever. The people that they don't tend to write about that are part of the Gullah Geechee Nation are the Seminoles. The term Seminole meant wild or exiled. It was a word for the marooned people that refused to remain in bondage. So we, as the Gullah Geechee Nation's leaders, stay in contact and reconnect the entire Gullah Geechee diaspora. But we know that because so many people have been taught misinformation or not enough information about our story, that they can't be freed from thinking that all Geechees are and Gullahs are backward rice-eating folks from the South. Because that's what many were taught to believe, and that is what many believe until this moment. You see? But now, Again, if we go back to the King quotation that says, long as the mind is enslaved, the body can never be free. If you have been told all your life you are a slave or you are a descendant of a slave, then you've been told all your life that your people never thought of anything for themselves. Because a slave only does as he or she is told. A slave is a tool that can be used for someone else to benefit from. Not that you have culture, that you have intellect, that you have skills, that you have creativity, that you can think. So if your mind has been set to thinking, I come from a slave, as opposed to your mind being set that I'm an African person, that in fact even those who kidnapped my ancestors knew we were rich people, because no one calls anything gold that they don't think is rich. The top award in any race is a gold medal. So for someone to say you are black gold, that person knows full well your richness. But they tell themselves you're black gold because you're their property and you're going to increase their asset, and then they tell you you're a slave. Because see, long as you don't think you're worth anything and that you don't have a value other than what's branded on you by them, then you won't move from where you are. So your mind is all I need to lock into slavery, because your body won't go nowhere then. You see? And I'm going to show you how manifest that is. We got here this morning. Say good morning to people. People look dead at me and they say good morning yet. I had people, I had to say good morning again the second time. Then they, oh, hey, and went right back to their conversation. I had people actually say to me, oh, hold on, you're from the Gullah Geechee Nation, right? Yes, we are. Oh, so you Queen Quet? Yes, I am. All right, sister. And didn't say, well, Queen Mother, I greet you. Queen Mother, can I help you carry something? Queen Mother, can we help y'all get set up and do nothing? No. What they did was went right on back, talking and doing whatever. Where in the Gullah Geechee Nation, we are so unaccustomed to that. Because for us, that circle is still intact. Where if somebody come and the family show up, you make room for them. The family show up, you say, how you doing? You don't say, hey, how you doing it? Yeah, brother, so and so, blah, 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 blah. No, we do still what people say, tarry with them a little while. All of us could have been talking to them, but somebody coming, how you feel? How you feel, ma'am? All right, yes, sir. You need something? That's what we do. You need something. We don't just, yeah, man, okay, go ahead on. So we were like, here we go. And I said, we're in the city. Then that's when we had to reset our minds to deal with this concrete environment. Because that ain't the way we used to. Because where we are from, I don't know whether I get the funky bookie for that. What kind of trifling. We don't put up with that kind of stuff. But it was a perfect thing for me. Because I said, now I know why I'm here. You see? I see you smiling. You get where I'm going already. You there? I see why I'm here. I'm here, they say they want me to do a liberation workshop. How can I liberate people whose mind is already set on being enslaved? Because anytime you see me, I look like you, and it don't matter to you to take a couple minutes to actually know how I'm doing. You as much bonded